Ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard Neal, and I am here to talk about a topic that my good friend Jayms Wisdom brought up, and that is the rash of school shootings in America. You see, here in America, we have an abundance of stupid people. And you might say, well, that's rather harsh, but let's be clear. We have a candidate who became president who was endorsed by a Nazi. Now, I'm Jewish, so I'm a little jaded, but Nazis bad. Nazis bad. Nazis bad. It's really easy to understand. So you have to ask yourself, if I'm voting for a guy that the Nazis like, am I doing the wrong thing? And the answer, I would assume, almost exclusively is yes. Yes, if you are siding with Nazis, wrong thing. This should not be a difficult concept for anyone to grasp. Nazis bad. Okay. So you take into account this particular puddle of stupid, and then you have dumb American laws. See, dumb American laws are out there that have made it difficult for computers to track guns. We don't want computers tracking guns for some reason. So you can't walk into a gun shop, they can't put your social security number in there and say, oh, dude, you know what? You have a violence problem. We can't really sell you this firearm. All that has to be done manually. So that's kind of one of those problems with America. And then another bigger problem is, of course, with the case of the school shooting, what we had is we had actual firearms designed for killing people. Okay, and people have dangerous hobbies. So a firearm like this, I'm not saying we necessarily shouldn't have it, but it's probably not a great idea. And then you add into that, these particular firearms were outfitted with what's referred to as a bump stock, which is a stock, I don't know how they work exactly, but they are designed to make the weapon easier to fire in a rapid succession, simulating automatic weapons. So there's that thing. And again, I personally believe that if you own a weapon, it should be registered. Okay? And furthermore, if you own enough weapons, at some point, the police should have to come to your house to make sure you're properly storing those weapons. Right? That makes sense. In America, it is illegal for you to have your guns sitting out. They have to be properly locked and stored so that your children can't pick them up and shoot them. They have to be locked away so that the children can't get to them. This again makes sense. And further, it's like the guy who killed my cats. There's a man lives on my street. He got upset with me and he decided to kill my animals. And he actually admitted to shooting cats with a .22 caliber rifle. Well, the police should be able to look up easily if he owns such a weapon. It should be impossible for a weapon to change hands in America without the government knowing about it. Because on the one hand, if you commit a crime with a weapon, we'd like to know who you are so you can go to jail. Makes sense. And on the other hand, if there is such a thing as a government conspiracy where the people need to rise up against an oppressive government, I don't think they're going to care if you registered your weapon or not, just as a point. So yes, this is a painful topic for me because it shows kind of the stupidity of my country, and myself as an American, I have a lot to be ashamed of. I have a lot to be proud of. I'm not going to lie there. But I have a lot to be ashamed of. I mean, we as a country brought you Donald Trump. And that's terrible. But we did beat the Nazis in World War II, so we were instrumental in that, so yay us. And we're the first country to go to the moon, so yay us. But then the Entourage movie is our fault, so that's one against us, and so on and so forth. So, you know, on behalf of America, we are sorry for Donald Trump. We're going to get through this. It's a bad time for the world, we know. Things will get better once he's gone. Anyway, I'm done ranting. James, I hope you have a better day than me. I am Richard Leland, Neal.